Hi friends, I'm Mr. Nobody, and we know that the 90s is a great classical year, and it has many classical movies, and one of them is When a Stranger Calls, 1979 year release movie, and this movie is released in the 1979th year, and it has a genre of mystery and plus psychological thriller. Okay, and then in the first place, in the beginning of the movie, there's a doctor whose name is Mandarkis, and he's hired Jill Johnson, a woman with the name of Jill Johnson, to babysit his children. And then in the meanwhile, they went out. Dr. Mandarkis and his wife went out to restaurant to eat something or to celebrate something. In that time, there is a phone call from a stranger in that house, and when Jill attended the call, the stranger asked that she whether checked the children or not, and she thought that it was a practical joke or it's kind of a prank call. That's why. And then again and again he calls and asks the same question, whether you check the children or not, and she got really scared, a bit of scared, and she calls the police, and she reported that a stranger is calling me and asking me whether I checked the children or not. And then the police confirmed that the call is coming from the inside the house. And then there is a sound like in the upstairs, and then Jill Johnson is noticed that the door is unlocked from the doctor leave the house, and then she is going to check the children's and she's stepping in the stairs, and there was a man in the upstairs in the stairs, standing in the stairs right in front of her, and she was scared and calling, and the door is knocking, and when she opens up, the police came in too, and the children of the Dr. Mankadas is died in a cold blood, and the police confirmed that the killer name is Kurt Duncan, and he was arrested and put him in the psychiatric center. Okay, and then 7 years passed by. After the 7 years, Jill Johnson, the babysitter who babysits Dr. Mandarik's children, is being married and gifted with the two young children. And in the climax, the Kurt Duncan escaped from the psychiatric center and went to the Jill Johnson's house, where the Jill Johnsons and her husband Stephen is gone out to celebrate Stephen's promotion, and they hired Sharon, a woman named Sharon, to babysit her children. And then in the restaurant, Jill received a call from a stranger with the same questions, which is asked from 7 years ago, whether you check the children or not. She was terrified to hell, and when she returned to home, that the police confirmed again that the killer, Kurt Duncan, is still in that home, the home of Jill Johnson and her husband Stephen's home. Okay, and then in the climax, whether the police captured the Kurt Duncan, or else the Kurt Duncan kills the Jill Johnson's children and escape. In the climax, as this film had a good climax, that the police killed Kurt Duncan, and the movie ends. And in this film, I noticed that the background score is good. It's too good, I think so. And I can give this movie 3.5 donuts, which I love this movie very well. It was well directed, well screenplayed, and it has a background score superb. And I see you guys in the next movie review. Bye. I'm Mr. Nobody, signing off. Have a great day.